Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I am not at home, actually at my daughter's house, rebuilding the shower and trying to help take care of business there. And let me turn the volume off on that. And of course, I just can't miss my people. I can't miss my people. We are knee deep into the off season, but things are going to start heating up. It's been an interesting day. How am I doing? Hardest work, man. I literally, or should I say, on time. I do the best I can. I love weed. What's up, man? Um, David Cruz, or should I say on time? I'm on time. 9 o'clock. I'm using my cell phone to broadcast. I didn't bring all of my equipment and everything else. Joanne Gonzalez, what's up? Um, Got here to my daughter's house and had to rip out a shower, and I've actually framed it up and put the cement bed and stuff on there. And I'm tired. I'm dog tired. But a couple of things that were really interesting today. Um, Micah Parsons. I don't know if we should read into this at all. This was Micah Parsons. I want to see the whole video. This is one thing I hate. It's not. No, let me rephrase that. I love doing stuff for others. I like to think that my life is in service of others. Okay. My daughter had a messed up ass shower and needed to be rebuilt. And finally, season's over. I got to get up here and take care of it. But I love being at home. I'm missing. I'm missing my inventables. I'm missing my machine. It's like every day I'm missing. And so I miss that. And I also miss being there in my studio where I got all my gadgets, my bells and whistles and everything else to do stuff. So right now I got a laptop, I got my cell phone, and I've got hands that are dry as can be from all of the cement. Nothing like home sweet home. You know that I love weed. But Micah Parsons is talking about Dan Quinn's got the juice. And it's not so much about what he said about Dan Quinn as what he said about Mike McCarthy. Let's listen to this. Now I don't have all my bells and whistles, so forgive me.
Did Dan Quinn return?
Yeah, super excited.
What does he bring? What does he do?
He brings the juice. He actually brings like fighting video.
Brings the juice.
To media groups. You know how many times I watched Tucker Herders this year?
That's what he did?
Yeah, he's like, you gotta knock him out. Like he plays boxing videos for us to get hype. Like,
right.
Q got the juice, man.
Q got the juice.
Like Q, he's like a very. He just puts it in a way for you to want to play for him. Like he don't treat you like you this X and O's. It's never like that with Q. He's like, you're either gonna ball out or we'll find someone else to ball for you.
Like, flat out. I love that.
Yeah, because it's like he's giving you the opportunity and the chance.
So what does Mike McCarthy say? What does the HC say?
Here's where it gets interesting.
Me and Coach Mike don't really talk. Like he's more of an offensive coach.
So you have more of a relationship with Quinn. Is what you're saying.
But me and Mike, when Coach Mike talk, he kind of like we talk about like how I'm doing like off the field, like mentally, things like that. Like what I see out
We
there.
don't talk.
But it's never like Q's like my hand to hand, and same with George.
And so the stuff off the field, he's talking about what, like life in general. You're saying, make sure that everything's.
Yeah.
Because I imagine again, that's got to be a big jump for you to go from no football, like college, no football, then the NFL, but your head was screwed on straight, pretty much all year long.
Doesn't change. Honestly, never changes.
Thomas Garrett, how you doing? Interesting. Q's got the juice. I was just watching that. Yo, Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. Sorry, I don't have. It's late as night and I'm feeling right. Sorry, I don't have my bells and whistles, guys. Forgive me. But I got to take care of the family. Okay, I got to have the day job that sometimes rolls into the nights and weekends. Interesting. He talks about Dan Quinn's got the juice. He's bringing fighting videos and stuff. And he's basically putting that out there. You either going to be able to do it or we're going to find somebody else that's going to. No nonsense, no bullshit. Look, we got a job that needs to be done, and either you're going to do it or we're going to get somebody else that's going to. I love that attitude. But then when he gets to Mike McCarthy, well, we don't really have a relationship. He's just kind of an offensive coach. Hold up. Hold up. Mike McCarthy is the head coach. I'll give you a different example. Okay. Dak Prescott's the quarterback. He doesn't play special teams. He doesn't play defense. But he has a relationship with every single player in that locker room. Everyone. Any player in that locker room will tell you, that's my man. That's my buddy. If you're telling me that he's the head coach and he doesn't have an interaction with his star, a relationship, are you kidding me? I mean, I might understand, if it's a third string nose tackle you don't have a relationship with. He's the cornerstone of your defense. You're telling me you're strangers? He respects Dan Quinn. You can see how much he likes Dan. I don't have a relationship. So are you going to run through a wall for Mike McCarthy? I guess you will for Dan Quinn. So that's all that matters. But let's back this up now. If Mike McCarthy doesn't have a relationship with the players, he already said, when it comes to play calling, that the installer does the play calling. Okay. So you said Kellen Moore does the play calling. Okay, I got that. I understand that. Okay, so he's the offensive coordinator. Then somebody tell me what Mike McCarthy's job is. Micah Parsons just said he's an offensive coach. He's an offensive coach, and he's the head coach. Maybe he shouldn't be the head coach. Anybody else find that kind of like, the fuck are we talking about? Anybody else have the same kind of questions on that one? How is it you're the head coach? You don't call the plays. You don't call the plays. You don't do the install. And you don't know your star player, your rookie of the year. You don't have a relationship with him. Dan Quinn's got him running through a brick wall. It seems like every couple of weeks, something else comes to the surface that makes you say, tell me again why Mike McCarthy's the coach? It doesn't even make any sense at this point. He doesn't make it since he's useless. I mean, you're getting paid to do something. He's getting paid to do something. I just don't know what it is he's doing. Just to fill the spot, nothing else. But why? This is one of those things that, okay, Jerry Jones has already cut him off at the nuts. He's already cut his nuts off. Alexander, what's up? What's up? What's up? Your stuff is in the mail now. Hopefully Michael got the addresses right, because I got somebody that said, hey, it's going to the wrong place. Caretaker. He's Jerry's guy. Are you sure he's Jerry's guy? Because it seemed like Jerry kind of threw him under the bus there, talking about, he ain't going to be coaching the Cowboys forever. And I really like Dan because, he could be the head coach. So how is he Jerry's guy? DT, man, dog, I ain't looked at my email all day, man. I got up at 6. I did my morning video, made my coffee, drove 235 miles, got here, ripped out a shower, just ripped the whole thing out, reframed it up, put cement board on it, and poured cement. In fact, when I get finished with this, I got to screed the cement some more. So this is the first time I've touched my computer since this morning at 6:30. Just there to be Jerry's puppet. Well, David Cruz, he's not a very good puppet because he ain't doing what Jerry wants to do. He's sitting there talking about, Amari Cooper's getting a whole lot of money and he should be getting the ball. So, I mean, it seems like that's the edict that Jerry Jones is saying, you're not getting the guy I'm paying the ball. So you're not puppeting very well if you're the puppet. I'm just completely lost. Even Coach Clapp called plays. What's up, Sugar Daddy? Um, hey, they had a sleepover. Yeah, you know what? That's it. You're right about that, Lola. They did have the sleepover. The 2-inch pipe complicated. The 2-inch pipe complicated everything. Um, if Mark smoked, he'd be long gone, sleeping, working hard all day long. No, I can't. Man, I got too much I got to do, man. I don't have enough time in the day as it is. I was sitting here thinking about when I get finished with this, doing some of the drywall that has to go on the outside of the walls. But then I was like, nah, I had to wait till tomorrow morning. Everett Campbell. So he doesn't call plays, but he's an offensive guy. As an offense, the still went limp in the second half. That's what I'm saying. I think in a way, Micah Parsons just pitched Dan Quinn to be the coach. He just pitched it literally. He literally just pitched, not pinched. He didn't pinch, no. Pitched Dan Quinn to be the head coach. That's crazy. I think Jerry screwed up hiring McCarthy. I think Quinn should be. Well, here's the problem for us was we had so many years of freaking Jason Garrett that we were just excited about anybody coming in here. And it could have been worse now. It could have been worse because Urban Meyer. You know how many people wanted Urban Meyer for our head coach? And you see what happened in Jacksonville? It's like, damn, dude, what's up? People wanted Cliff Kingsbury. They've got some issues with choking at the end of the season like we do. Jerry needs to pull the trigger already. I'm just wondering, hardest working man on the net. Oh man, I try, man, I try. But if you want to see what if you're bored, now I'm gonna tell you now. If you got lots of time on your hands and you need something to do, check out Jobu's day job because I'm going to start doing. Literally, we did a live stream there yesterday, but it's just the machines. It's carving out a star table that I'm going to be giving away, and I've got the videos on what we did today, or at least part of it, up on there too. But Jerry with his blank check bullshit. I don't know blank check. No, he ain't writing a whole bunch of blank checks. He's trying to hold on to that money apparently because he ain't trying to pay anybody. Now here's my thought. So we know we've got a lame duck coach. The question will be is, does he make it through the whole season? I'd like to know what the over and under on that is. Because you got Dan Quinn already there. You've already got players that are pitching him. You already had Jerry Jones pitching him. Does Mike McCarthy make it through the season? And are we set up to fail so he can get out of Mike McCarthy? First of all, we've got first place schedule. We have the curse of the NFC East. He said he would write a blank check for Super Bowl before he dies. He said that. Yeah, he did. But he apparently ain't doing it. Because what he could do is, if you really believe that that'll work, you could go through and you could restructure Dak. You could restructure Zeke. Restructure Tyron Smith if you believe that he's the guy. I say cut D-Law myself, but that's just me. Amari Cooper, you could restructure those contracts, and then you go out and you get the pieces you need. You go through. You get yourself a stud linebacker. You get yourself the big-ass fire hydrant in the middle. You hold on to Amari Cooper and you use him in the game plan. You go out there, you get a great tight end. You go out there and you pull and get another left tackle and maybe a guard. You do these things, it's going to cost some extra money. And it's going to be one of those things that you're kind of messing up the future. And that would probably give you a better chance than, bargain basement shopping like Stephen Jones. We like the value pick. Cole's Cowboy, what's up, man? Shout out to you being a channel member for 11 months. Tailgate crew. Same old front office BS. We won't make no blockbuster moves, and I'm afraid the draft will be like 2018. Wow. Well, you have to look at this past year's draft and say we actually did pretty good. I think partially because we had so many damn picks. I mean, we had 12 picks. It was kind of hard to not get a couple of stud players. But Micah, and in fact, we've actually had a couple of good drafts because you think about Diggs, you think about CeeDee Lamb, you think about Micah Parsons. That right there for 2 years is pretty damn good. I can't. Warmac 88, appreciate that, man. Keep it up, Papa Cowboy. Papa, oh, so you're trying to say I'm an old ass. Appreciate it. Roland's review. Oh, yes, it's late, it's night, and I'm feeling right. Okay, I'm on the road, so I don't have my soundboard. Okay, moving right along here. In fact, I don't know what the birthdays are either, so when I get back home, I'm going to have to go back through the birthday list, so I apologize if it's your birthday. All right, so the Colts have made it known that they want Russell Wilson. I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with Russell Wilson going to the AFC. Anybody else have a problem with that? Lola. What's up, Lola? Miss Hot Sauce. I just had some hot sauce that was really hot. Oh, it was hot on some fish. Oh my God, it was hot, Lola. Okay. In fact, I would love to see Russell Wilson go to the AFC. I think that would be great. That's one less great quarterback that's in the NFC. In fact, I'm hoping that Aaron frickin' Rodgers, I hate that guy, the money grabber that he is, I'm hoping that he retires. I would love it for him to retire. Because when you start looking around the NFC quarterbacks, you say, okay, Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Dak, Jalen Hurts, Danny Dimes, Tom Brady's gone. Aaron Rodgers might be gone. Russell Wilson's gone. That makes things a whole lot easier when you start looking at it. Because then you're not saying there's tons of great quarterbacks in the NFC. Might be an opening. Now for the Cowboys, we have the curse of the NFC East. 2002, 2003, and 2004. The Philadelphia Eagles, I have to give them credit. They won the NFC East 3 years in a row. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? How you doing? 'Cause it's late, it's night, and I'm feeling right. What's up? The Eagles won the division 3 times in a row, last time being 2004. Since that time, nobody has repeated. And that includes 3 teams that won the Super Bowl in our division. We got the first place schedule. We're drafting further down the draft. We've got a lot of free agents and no money. So, can the Cowboys win the division? Washington says they want to trade for a top flight quarterback. Sounds like there's going to be competition for that. The top quarterbacks out there, if Russell Wilson is in fact tradable, he would be. There's Deshaun Watson. I don't know if Deshaun Watson would want to go to Washington or not. I'm not sure that Russell Wilson would want to go to Indianapolis because he's also got the missus that has to agree with going to Indianapolis, and I think that she would rather be in New York, New York. Okay, I'm not sure that she's trying to do Green Acres. Mark, tape ladies' night on the road. I will. In the future, I will. In fact, I won't normally be on the road on Monday or Friday nights. It's just this is my daughter's off on the weekend. Danny, what's up? Okay, so you have Washington Commanders away. I still think Washington's ass. I really just don't think Washington is that good. Even if they get a quarterback, I still don't think they're very good. Just not. Um, I don't see them being able to get a top flight quarter. I just don't. I think quarterback. If you're a quarterback and you look at what's happened to quarterbacks in Washington, you can go through Donovan McNabb, who went to a Super Bowl. He came to Washington and he was basically one and done. He did pull out $40 million. He at least got out without a severe injury, but that was really pretty much the end of his career. He played one more year, I think. I can't remember where, but that was the end of it. You got RG3, three number ones and a second. Played good for 1 year, messed up his knee, and really never did anything after that. Kirk freaking Cousins was smart to take the money and get the hell out of Dodge. He's made almost $200 million already, but you can't say he's done anything of note. Angelica Baron. What's up, Angelica? And there's Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. Okay. I'm on the road, don't have my sound box, okay? All right. After Kirk Cousins, they figured, we'll go get a veteran. We'll get Alex Smith. Alex Smith has, if you remember how bad Joe Theismann's leg was, Alex Smith was even worse. 19 surgeries to get back on the field. It's like, damn, they maimed his ass. Then they got hurt. I mean, Dwayne Haskins. Dude couldn't stay at the strip club. From there, they ended up getting Ryan Fitzpatrick, who literally plays for everybody. Everybody. He can't make it through a first half of a game in Washington and gets beat down. He's out of town. So if you're a quarterback, if you're Russell Wilson, do you really want to go to Washington and deal with that? That lineage? Renee Allen, what's up? Devin Shelton from Richmond, Virginia. What's up, Richmond? I don't think Russell Wilson wants to go there. Just don't. That was pretty impressive, Mark. What was pretty impressive? The ladies' night? Oh, please. Colin Cowherd said the Eagles should give up 4 first-round picks for Russell Wilson. What a stupid idea. Well, I'm not sure that's stupid because you got a whole. See, for the Eagles, now I don't know about 4. I would say 3. You have a boatload of them right now. There are no quarterbacks of note in the draft this year. And if you think that you have a really good team, here's okay. Let me say this. The new philosophy to me, teams are realizing drafting a quarterback, it's a crapshoot. Crapshoot. Let me pull up something real quick here. Hold on. Let's see. Let's pull up the 2016 draft class of quarterbacks, right? I want to because here's the problem. We talked about 2016. Oh, this is a good draft for quarterbacks, right? Okay. So we had Jared Goff, right? First overall pick, Jared Goff. He's in Detroit now. Remember, this was a good quarterback draft. This is a bad one, they say. Okay. Second pick, Carson Wentz. They paid him $35 million to leave. $35 million to leave. And the Colts are about ready to pay him $15 million to leave. So that's $50 million just to say, please get out of here because you stink. You stink, okay? All right. Also in the first round, you had Paxton Lynch, a guy the Cowboys. Could you imagine if we drafted Paxton Lynch? We were talking about moving up to get that mother humper. Paxton Lynch. I think he got drafted by the USFL. I want to say that happened. Okay. So That's 3 quarterbacks in the first round. Second round, Christian Hackenberg. Who? Second round for the Jets. Didn't bust a grape. Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby, I ain't mad at him. He did win a game in New England, and he did get some money for the Colts. He did get like $22 million 1 year. And then you also had Cody Kessler for the Cleveland Browns. Any quarterback gets drafted by Cleveland, we know is going to be ass. They're just going to stink. Then there was Connor Cook, and then finally Dak. So the only one that's really done anything in a quarterback draft is the 4th round draft pick, Dak Prescott. So, do you want to keep gambling? Because I know Carson Wentz, they gave up how many? I mean, they started out in the mid rounds. They traded with Tampa Bay and then Cleveland to get all the way up there to get Carson Wentz. So, are you better off? Are you better off taking your picks instead of all the picks they use for Carson Wentz? Build your team first. Get your offensive line. Get your receivers. Get your defensive players together. And then saying, we're going to take the 3 picks and we're going to go trade for a veteran quarterback. At least you have a known commodity of how they're going to play in the NFL. Because, quite frankly, you gave up 3 picks or so to get Carson Wentz. If you're saying that trading 4 number ones for Russell Wilson, a guy who's proven and clearly heads and shoulders better than Carson Wentz, then that actually does make sense. It actually makes sense now because you start thinking about what you gave up for Carson Wentz, plus to get Jalen Hurts, and thinking about trying to get another quarterback. Eliminate the middleman. Just go get the quarterback and say, look, instead of taking 2 or 3 number ones and trying to move up to get a quarterback, let's take 2 or 3 number ones and get a quarterback. Not a bad plan, I'm telling you. So that's the way I look at that. Again, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. Doing good on vacation, visiting family back in Central Florida. Shout out to you, Angelica. Brad Harris, how am I doing? Brad, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm exhausted. I think I'm physically and emotionally drained right now. It's been a rough week, losing the dog, and of course, knowing how sad my wife is. Philly D, what's up, Philly D? Shout out to Philly D. Let me go ahead and talk about my man Philly D. If you have a small business that you want to make a big business, have I got the software and the guy that can actually help you do some big, big, big things with it. I'd rather build a team and stick with Jalen Hurts. I think he can continue to get better. Maybe, but I think he's going to be kind of limited. People will say I'm crazy, but, Lamar Jackson hasn't gotten that long-term deal. I look at Lamar Jackson and say there's a short shelf life on what he's going to be able to do. You're seeing him taking more and more hits and now breaking down more and more. To me, he's going to have the Zeke Elliott syndrome where he's not going to be able to run as well as he did. So if you're looking at a quarterback situation where you got Hurts who's doing a lot of running and stuff, yeah, that works for a while. But at some point, your passing is going to have to get you there to maintain it as you get older. See, this is the thing. When you're young, you're faster. You can bounce back. Aisha Robinson, what's up, Aisha? Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. What's up, Aisha? So I'm not sure that Hurts is. I mean, he may be. He may be. And really, you almost have to look at this year as still part of his rookie year because he only played 5 games the year before. William Taylor, how are you doing tonight? It's just kind of slow. I had another point here I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was. I think my brain is fried from the day. D2 Stew. Shout out to D2 Stew, who no longer has to wear the defibrillator jacket. Glad you're getting better. Mark, sorry, Bug, but dog is family man, and we love. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, I did something last night with my machine. Took a picture from Simba and actually made a piece of him. The piece of the artwork. It actually painted it, and my wife literally cried when I gave it to her. Um, Football season just ended, but I'm ready for it to be back. Well, Jack Vegetables, um, get some steak with those vegetables, Jack. Here's the thing: combine next week. Combine next week, and literally the week after the combine, we got free agency. Cowboys. I'm trying to figure out what the Cowboys are doing. They haven't made a move on anybody. On anybody. Yeah, right. He got drafted by the USFL. Whoopie! Oh, that's great. There you go. Yeah, the Cowboy. Think about this. We tried to trade up to get that guy. We tried to trade up to get him. Yeah, thank God it didn't work out. Dallas Cowboy for life. Just hanging with my people, just chilling. Um, Here at my daughter's house, and missing having my set. I feel naked without my set. It's just kind of crazy without it. Our O line. Oh my God. Sugar Daddy. Okay. The two places. If I can only fix two things, I'm fixing the offensive line, and I'm getting tougher on the defensive line. I'm okay with my secondary if I can beef up the defensive line. And with Micah Parsons, I'm telling you, we have a weapon. We have like a cruise missile that can go out there and destroy quarterbacks. All he needs is the destroyers to be launched from. And by those destroyers, I mean, actually, I should say destroyers. I really should say the battleships, the war daddies. Get me the war daddies in the middle and let Micah Parsons on the outside wreak havoc. It's not complicated. It's easy. Yes, I'm on my phone, Aisha. I'm on my phone and I got my laptop right here. Dan, okay. It's been about a month. We have 21 free agents. We have yet to sign a single one. Haven't tagged anybody. The tagging started on Tuesday. I don't think anybody in the NFL has been tagged as of yet. I'm thinking that the Dallas Cowboys are just going to let everybody go out, test free agent market, and I think they're looking and saying we're going to go value shopping. We're going to look to try and upgrade each one of these positions. We're not going to put out any big contracts this year, and I think that's everybody, Connor Williams to um, Randy Gregory, Brent Urban. Jaron Curse, I think they're going to hold on to. I think that's the one that they're going to say, we can't let that guy, not with 101 tackles and a couple interceptions. We can't let him go. But other than that, they said that Michael Gallup is a priority. A guy who's just had ACL surgery. He's a priority, but we're talking about cutting Amari Cooper. If you listen to some of the other shows, they'll talk about is Zeke Elliott tradable? No, he's not tradable. Von Miller could teach Micah Parsons a thing or two. Yeah, he could. He could. Keep Curse, everyone else let walk. That's kind of cold there. So you don't want Dalton Schultz? Just curious. You don't want Randy Gregory? Giants are dumb for trying to fix Jones. He's unfixable. Pff, I agree with on that one. Should we trade Connor? Connor Williams. Okay, so James Rasmussen. Connor Williams, we can't trade. We'd have to sign him to trade him. He's a free agent. We didn't exercise the 5th year option on him. He is a free agent, so he's gone. There's no, trading him or anything else. Don, what's up, Don? You're very welcome. I always know your strength was great. Yeah, Stu has made a remarkable recovery. Shout out to Stu. And if anybody's seen Amanda, Amanda's been under the weather. I hope she's feeling better. Eric Ebron on the cheap if Schultz leaves. We're drafting tight end. Well, yeah, Schultz, we've heard rumors that he could be franchise tag, which would be $11 million. It's kind of like, you want to spend $11 million and have to get a long term deal with him when there's going to be a lot of tight ends out there? Randy's a priority, so is Gallup. You assume since Gallup is the right one. Well, but see, what? Priority of signing him, is it a priority at any cost, or is it a priority of selling him at a reasonable cost? It's a priority to get him done at $5 million for this year. To me, you're gambling on a guy being back from ACL surgery in 6 months, as opposed to a proven veteran. To me, that's not a gamble I would be willing to take. If he was healthy at the end of the year, okay, yeah, I would. But we're talking about him having ACL surgery, and the Cowboys' track record of anticipating guys coming back from injury. I think Dak Prescott came back too soon from injury with the calf. I think that thing never really healed right. I think Zeke Elliott, that they were dumb as shit with him having the PCL to keep playing every single week instead of trying to rest it for down the road. So these same people that are making these mistakes here with injuries, we're going to listen to them and say, oh, we're going to sign Michael Gallup because he'll be ready to start the season. Yeah. Yeah. Don, how you fix Zeke Elliott is you fix the offensive line. Our offensive line is not making holes. So, Barry Sanders, last year was like what Barry Sanders had on a regular basis with the Lions. That's how bad our offensive line was. Seriously. If you get the offensive line opening up some holes, Zeke's not going to break it to the house, but Zeke would be a capable back. We didn't have holes. We didn't have holes. Lola, here's the thing I'm not sure that Zeke is an every down back anymore. I think that you need to limit those carries, and I think you need to use Tony Pollard more. And here's the thing. Here, to me, again, I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. So I can just talk all I want. I don't get fired if I'm wrong. I don't get hired if I'm right. But for me, part of the problem is the damn offense we have. Offensive line stinks. But this offense, it takes so long to develop, and everybody knows what you're doing. And so when you have these slow developing plays, you have to have Zeke Elliott to be able to block because the offensive line is not carrying those guys. You need to be quicker in these plays. You've got to be quicker on them. You need to use more of the West Coast. I'm telling you, quick hits. Use the perimeter as elongated handoffs to the running backs. Give them the ball in space instead of trying to pound it between the tackles every goddamn time. I'm sick of it. Pollard's our dude for the future. I agree with that one. Forever Fashion Runway Line. What's up, man? Did you get it? You got okay, cool. I'm glad you got it. Yay. Somebody, if they see Kathy Stans, let me know because she's also a winner too. Lola says she's chilling with the hot sauce. All right, now, next thing up here. All right, if we're going to let Amari Cooper walk, does that mean that they have faith in some of the people that are behind him? is Semi. I can't pronounce his last name. For the Hugh. Semi. I'm just gonna call him Semi. Okay. Do the Cowboys have faith in Semi becoming a third wide receiver or a hybrid role? I threw this out there yesterday. He's got height. He's 6'3", 6'4". He's a little light, but maybe he put on a little weight. This, you know how they always, you always get that man weight when you get to the NFL. Could they put on a few pounds and use him kind of as a hybrid tight end wide receiver? Innovate. I know we don't innovate too much. But could we do something like that? Hell to the nah, and I like Semi. You don't think we could, Thomas? I like how we have a bit of uncertainty this year. Wide receiver, running back, defensive ends, tight ends. Seems like a lot of work cut out for our front office. Yeah, it is. Bigger, faster, stronger, Michael Gallup. Semifugo will still need some fine tuning, but he's got potential. No on Schultz. He knows nothing. So Schultz is actually a good catching tight end, or a decent one. I mean, he did have 78 catches last year. His blocking is the problem. Um, yeah, I know that Philly D. I know that's hard because I know that was just 2 months ago, man. I feel bad for you losing your dad. Our O line turned into Cincy's O line. Yeah, we did. We did. Our offensive line was terrible. I'm still trying to understand how Bleacher Report ranked us as the number one offensive line in football. I'm like, are y'all smoking crack? You know, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Our line turned into, let's see. Gina, I don't want him to go either. I don't think he's going to. I honestly, I would honestly be surprised if they were to let him go. I believe that. Eagle fans are not sold on Hurts. Um, Philly fans, sorry about your dad. Well, my question is um, unless you're planning on spending big capital, you're going to be sold for him for another year. Quite frankly, if you need a quarterback, your best move might be, let me build a team and wait till next year. Next year will be a better class of quarterbacks. I think they'll restruct Cooper. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he is either. I think, Jerry Jones had his hissy fit on there and he's kind of put him on blast and everything else. But what's funny is how quickly you can mend some fences. You had Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, everybody's erasing everything and, I don't want to be the scapegoat. Now they start talking about money, 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 money. And all of a sudden, oh, we're good. We're copacetic. Oh, yeah, really? So I think that, that's nothing personal. We're trying to run a business here. So I think that they'd be okay. Or they'll be okay once they get this thing together. We didn't even get Coop the ball. William Taylor, good night, man. You know what? I'm kind of like, I'm ready to almost join you myself. I'm kind of flat out tired as well. I love weed. Hello, Mary. Mary, Mary, how you doing? What's up, Mary? Or a three technique. No, okay. I wouldn't mind a three technique, but I'd rather have a big one technique. Okay? Get me the run stopper. Get me the big, because I think Gallimore coming back from the elbow again. When we talk about, Michael Gallup, he'll be ready to start the season. Remember they told us that Gallimore was only going to miss like 3 games? 3 games? He only played in 5. They said 3 games. He missed 12. Yeah. What you talking about? It's 2:45 here. Where the heck are you at? Biggest Mark Holmes fan. It's 2:45 a.m. 2:45 a.m. Where are you located at 2:40? Where is it 2:45 right now? You must be in Europe. Europe? Europe's is like 6 hours, right? So it's 10. Yeah, I guess you must be in like Germany or something. Someone like Tony Casillas would be an improvement, but I need somebody bigger. Danny, thanks, buddy. We need a Cortez can. Yeah, now you're talking about that. You're talking about a wide body fire hydrants. Daniel Burke, why are we always in cap hell every year? Because Jerry Jones always making these big slash payments and stuff to players. That's why. He ends up bullshitting around and talking. We need to leave some money on the table for everybody else, and Zeke who, and then turns around and pays them what they want anyway. In the end, we should have let DeMarcus Lawrence go. Would have got a compensatory pick, and we would have had like $66 million more right now. Like Sam Adams, yeah, that would be good. You're in Portugal. Okay, nice, man. Portugal is one of those countries that I've always wanted to visit. That, and of course, I've always wanted to go to Greece. I like Greece. I love Greece. Um, what are you doing up at 2:45 in the morning, man? What's up with that? The guy from the Patriots back in the day was big. Oh man, he's doing commercials now. What is it? Oh god damn! Now that's a space eater. That's a guy I need in the middle. If we could get somebody like that with Gallimore on one side and get Brett Urban over there, or get Carlos Watkins and some of the, oh man, come on down. You'll host me anytime. Okay, when we get finished with all this COVID and all the shit that's going on with Russia and all that, I'll take you up on that. You've been wanting to go to Israel. Dallas football, laugh out loud. He's at 2 a.m. He's up. Well, hey, I appreciate you being on here. Steve Garza, no fat Albert. No fat Albert. Hey, I play nose for the Dallas Cowboys. Vince Wolford, yeah, he's another one of the big bodies. There you go. Vince would have been great back in the day. Alan Williams. I do, but he's got ways to go. See, the thing about Quentin Bohannon is his technique. He's got the big body, he's got strength, but he keeps playing the titty games. I'm sorry, excuse me, forgive me, ladies, forgive me, but he keeps getting up too high. Okay, you can't be up real high. You got to be low to the ground. How's it rocking? I've seen you been working all damn day again. That's every day, man. If I can wake up, I'm going to be working all day long till I just literally pass out. A Wolford, exactly. Because here's our problem. We're getting sacks, we're getting interceptions, but we're having a hard time stopping the run. That's the big guy in the middle. The guy that can push the pocket. The guy that can take on the double team. You need some bulk on there. You can't have a guy that's like, 280 playing the nose. You need the 340, 350 big ass son of guns. Who would start on the D line 1992 to 1995 current? Philly defense. What do you mean? You mean on our current defense? I tell you what, I can play this game again because what I used to talk about was in 2020, when I looked at the defense in 2020 and said, who on that defense could have started for the Cowboys back in the day? The only one, Tony Siragusa or Warren Sapp. Now you speak my language. The only one who might have had a chance of actually playing would have been D-Law, but I think he would have been a backup. Now, of course, you'd say Micah Parsons could with that speed at linebacker, and you'd say Diggs could. But other than that, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys defense, who else do you see would have been good enough to start for the Cowboys during the 90s? Who else? I mean, J.R. Kearse could have probably been a backup safety to Darren Woodson. Micah Parsons at edge rusher, okay. Put Charles Haley on one side, Micah Parsons on the other one. Randy Gregory? No. Randy ain't, no. No. Uh-uh. The Perry, oh man, would you? Now, here's an interesting thing about also, too, Micah apparently, I guess he's mad at Mike. This might be the reason why he doesn't have the relationship with Mike McCarthy. He petitioned to be able to play some offense. He wanted to play some offense. So maybe that's why he was like, yeah, Mike McCarthy, we don't have a relationship. Mike McCarthy's no friend of mine, so to speak. Mark, I've been eating the gluten-free beef jerky that's very good and spicy. I sent you some of it if you want. Oh, I'd love to. Oh, man, I love some beef jerky. I got some beef jerky on the way up the road here, and it was literally like eating a belt. It was that dried up. I was like, there's a heart. But yeah, I love some good beef jerky. Um, my buddy out in California sent me some of his homemade jerky that was really good, and that's gone. I've got to see the whole thing. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, Gina. I'm gonna when I get finished with the live stream here, if I don't fall out, although I can't fall out because I got to go secrete the cement in this bathroom. No way Hill gets cut, bro. I'm ready to see what happens with the draft, but Jerry needs to stop being stupid and get on to free agents already. They're not going to. They're not. Stephen Jones, who the money man who always seems like we're broke, is going to bargain basement shop. That's what he's going to do. We all know it. There's not going to be a big splash. They're not going to get the big names. Big Blue Fire Chief. Um, you think that the new sheriff's going to be able to turn Danny Dollar Store around? Want to win a championship? Got to buy it now these days. I have to agree with you on that one. That's the new way to build a team. Have to spend to win. Amen on that one. Shay, you are 100% right. Mary, email me cowboysmark94 gmail and I'll get it for you. Eagles had an incredible defense from 88 to 93. Yeah, I'm sorry. Forgive me. We've seen it 2 years in a row. Yeah, I agree with you. And that's where I said, moving up to draft a quarterback, I think that's passe. I think that the new thing is build a team, go out and get the quarterback. Dixon Edwards and Ken Norton need to talk to these guys. That passion they have, yeah. But I tell you, the thing that I do enjoy is listening to Micah Parsons, and I hope that this isn't just fake juice. That he really means what he says about being hungry and really wanting to work and really chomping at the bit. Um, I'm worried that we get the Chase Young. Yeah, I got your email on that, Aisha. I saw the picture, but that doesn't help me because I need to know what size it is so I know how big I got to make the frame. Crazy Corvette, what's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up, Mark from Duluth, Minnesota? Love your stuff, woodworking boss. It's cold up there in Duluth, I know. Dallas needs to fix the O line. Once now they're at the bottom. See, that's a smart football fan there. They need to fix the defensive line too, guys. It's the line, stupid. That's what if we just fix the lines, we'd be great. That's all we got to do. Steve, you're right. He's talking the talk. Let's see if he walks the walk. With free agents, Jerry wants to pick them himself like the old days. He's finally realizing he's having limitations. Um, did I receive my gift today? Um, I'm not home, so if somebody sent me something and it came today, it's there with Mike, but I'm about 250 miles away from home. Hey, Mark, our number one priority in the draft is the offensive line. If we don't address that in the draft, we will be complaining in October. You're right. Should we brace ourselves to lose Amari Cooper? I'm hoping not, but you never know. If you could have Aaron Rodgers for 3 years, would you put? No, I wouldn't. Aaron Rodgers, this whole thing of oh, I want to build a team, and it's bullshit. When you turn around and say I want to get 50+ million dollars, you're taking up over 25% of the cap, and you're saying you're a team player. Bullshit. The team being Aaron Rodgers. No, that's too much drama for me. Mark, is 10 size good? I'm not sure what you mean by 10 size. The only thing I know in 10 are like, ladies' clothing is in size 10. I just need to know what's the length and the width of the pitcher. Um, who's exactly Carolina Cowboys? Exactly. Who's he going to throw to with that kind of money? Who's he going to throw to? Adams ain't going to be there. Devontae Adams going to be. You can't pay him too. Cap catches will happen throughout the league as we already know. That's right. And that's where the Cowboys say, we got some veterans out here we can sign cheap. Could be. It could be. But we'll see what happens. I just blaze. Okay, all right, crazy Corvette. You go, man. Um, but the thing is with Aaron Rodgers, he's never happy. And to have a guy who's, he wants to be the de facto GM. You literally are selling your soul to the devil if you bring him in. I'm burnt. Everybody's fired up tonight, huh? Everybody's fired. Okay. As a Vikings and Cowboys fan, Aaron Rodgers has irritated me for years. He's saying this so he can be traded. Kind of funny. He's building a house in Nashville. Yeah. Math measurements wasn't my best strength. Okay. Aisha. I wish we had some garlic parmesan wings right now. Man, what are y'all? Everybody high tonight? What's up? Everybody's got the munchie? I love weed. You're sober? Now that's a strange one. Rogers, I guess he's saying he can win with anybody. Doesn't need stuff or see. Okay, Mr. Four-time MVP. How come you only have one Super Bowl trophy? How come you were one and done this year? One and done this year. So if you were one and done this year with Green Bay, and you lose Devontae Adams, do you think you're going to the Super Bowl next year? Because they literally have to pay you every cent. Come on, man. Aaron Rodgers will be thrown to himself because there'll be nobody else to catch. You're right about that. Oh man! All right, we're getting ready to get out of here, guys. We're not going into overtime tonight. This chair is kicking my ass. You're eating spaghetti and broccoli right now. Well, my daughter cooked me a steak, a great salad, and some cauliflower rice. So I've actually stayed on. Literally, Gina, it's literally lit up in here. I don't think anybody's even listening to me. Everybody's just high. Here's what I think. Time to cut Tank, Van Der Esch, and Collins. Van Der Esch is a free agent, so just you don't resign him. Don't you believe it? Yeah, okay. Well, nobody invited me to the party, so. Ryan? Yes, I played Little League, high school, and I played in college. Yeah, everybody was hiding that. No, I think I probably could have just sat here and just, and everybody been fine. All right. So with that being said, I don't have my Tumblr. Monday night we will do a big drawing for one of the big racks. Mark, get in the rotation. I ain't got time to be high. I got too much work to do. I got too much stuff I have to do to try and leave my mark on the world. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you all here. Um, and I will catch you guys later. All right. Peace.